Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now on the option. Breaks into the open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I'll tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Military stunt.
Here's the handoff. And he get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together. Really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Off play action. Unloads it left. Makes the grab.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense in press coverage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Higgins.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. On close to the marker, it's Cavazos. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Looking for space. It's Shamanik. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Miami! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Rutgers. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the O.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. And the returner goes down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just...
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Cavazos. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
On the play. Brings up second and goal. Cookie. Go. Direction.
Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Oh, the show some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Snags it down the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Canes. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 21 over Rutgers. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Breeze. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The sure hands, it's Cavazos. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Cavazos. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short.
Satellite. 414 satellite. Set. Ready.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, set. Hey, travel. Travel.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Cooler, cooler, cooler.
Using the quick game. And he's going to score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Miami, 35. North Carolina, 14.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The screen, he can go.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming into this one.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Set ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Army. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He breaks a tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
North Carolina's on will take over 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Higgins. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
North Carolina, 28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Come on, Shaq. He wants to throw it. Under fire. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another